I always say one of the most important things that you can do in this lifetime is to really know yourself. Today's episode is how to know yourself more so that you can embody the truth of who you really are. So if that sounds like something that is piquing your interest, and I can't imagine why it wouldn't, then this episode is for you. So let's go. Welcome back to another episode of The Keenah Show. I'm your host and your girl, Keenah Armitage, and today's episode is short and sweet. I'm going to be talking about the tools that I use for myself and for my private clients so that they can learn who they truly are. I truly believe there is nothing more important in life than to know yourself and the truth of who you really are, how you really feel, how you want to show up in the world, and who you are on a soul level. So let's just dive right in. These are the tools that I use and I have my clients use to help them connect to the most inner, highest version of themselves. The first tool that I use is Myers Briggs. So I want to read the definition of Myers Briggs personality test for you so that we're on the same page. The Myers Briggs test assessment was designed to help people understand personality differences in the general population. And while there are no better or worse personality preferences, the Myers Briggs assessment can help people understand their strengths and their blind spots and how they might differ from other people. So if you were someone that struggles with people pleasing, using tools like Myers Briggs can be very helpful because you can start to peel back the layers of who you are. Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Are you a feeling person or a thinking person? Are you a perceiving type of person? Are you a judging type of person? And the list goes on and on. There are 16 main personality types. I'll leave a link where you can take the free assessment. It's called 16personalities.com. I would love to know what your personality type is. I am an ENFP. So that's why I love things like this because, for instance, a lot of people think that they're not an introvert because they like to be around people or they have no problem socializing. But the real difference between an introvert and an extrovert is how you recharge your battery. Do you need to do it alone or do you need to do it with people? The next tool that I use for myself and for my clients is the DISC profile. This is also another assessment that you take, and it's free. I'll leave the link in the show notes for you to check that out as well. Here's what the DISC profile measures. I'm going to read directly from their website. DISC measures dimensions of your personality. It does not measure intelligence, aptitude, mental health, or values. DISC profiles describe human behavior in various situations. For instance, how you respond to challenges, how you influence others, your preferred pace, and how you respond to rules and procedures. It measures tendencies and preferences or patterns of behavior with no judgment regarding values or alignment with a skill set or job classification. DISC is a tool for dialogue, not for diagnosis. If you want to learn more about your DISC profile, I'll leave the link in the show notes. Another tool that I highly recommend for my clients, I found this one to be extremely valuable, is taking the Kolbe A Index assessment. Now, this is a paid assessment, but I'm telling you, it was worth every single penny. And here's the definition of the Kolbe A Index. It measures the instinctive way you take action when you strive. You use your custom Kolbe A Index results to be more productive, less stressed, and unlock joy at work and with your family. You can also find a link in the show notes for the Kolbe A Index assessment as well. The next tool I use and that I encourage my clients to also use is to do archetypal work. There's one assessment that I really like. It's called the Primary Archetype Test by cherriesmooney.com. Of course, I'll leave the link in the show notes for you to check it out. And so basically the purpose of this guide is to not tell you who you are, but to initiate or light a fire. It wants to find out the real you, who is beyond the labels, expectations, and roles society would prefer that you play. Now, you know, this is my jam, right? So this is why I love this work. The journey, the inquiry into self-awareness is the only journey that matters. So that's what is so wonderful about the Primary Archetype Test. There are 13 questions that you answer and will literally change your life, because the aim of the Primary Archetype Test is to lead you to the purpose of your lifetime, to initiate the first steps on this journey and see the truth of who you are and live a more authentic life. And I love this assessment because, like, when I did it, I discovered that I was a jester. And at first I was a little bit taken aback, like a jester, like a jokester, a jester, like a court jester. But then when I read the definition of jester, someone who loves fun and laughter and loves a party and goes through life just wanting everything to have fun and meaning. And it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, it's about the process. When I read what a jester archetype really is, I was without a doubt 100% like, yeah, that's absolutely me, for sure. And now I can own that about myself. Whereas before, because I always need to have fun, everything needs to be like, you know, light and airy and fun and breezy and easy, I would really harshly judge myself because I equated that with being irresponsible and immature. But it is truly the truth of who I am. And because of that, I'm always saying now, like, if we ain't having fun, what the hell is the point? So I'm inviting you to check out your Primary Archetype Test as well. The next tool that I absolutely love, and I make all of my private clients take this assessment before we even start coaching one-on-one, is human design. You may or may not know what your human design is, but I highly encourage you to find out. So the definition of a human design is it's a synthesis of ancient wisdom and modern sciences. With human design, you discover what makes you different from everybody else. It offers profound insight into your psychology, along with strategies and techniques for making correct decisions and ultimately leading to a life of more ease and fulfillment. The thing that I love about human design is it's broken up into these 5 main types: generator, manifestor, manifesting generator, projector, and reflector. And when you really understand and you dive into understanding what your type is, it really answers a lot of questions. For instance, I'm a manifesting generator, or MG, or Manny Gen. And one of the characteristics of a Manny Gen is we need variety in our lives. I've got like my hand in a lot of different pots because I need the variety to keep me inspired and to keep me in alignment and to keep my energy and my vibration high. So I'm a generator first, but also a manifestor second. And it makes sense for me. So the more I dive into human design, the more I learn about myself, and the same thing with my clients. And of course, I will leave the link in the show notes for you to discover what your human design type is as well. You know I want to know, so let me know. If you're getting any value out of this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. The next tool that I highly recommend is a journal and a pencil, journaling your inner thoughts. You can do it in a lot of different ways. You can start with journal prompts to kind of see what you uncover from your subconscious mind. You can interview yourself. You can just free associate and just write and see what you uncover about yourself. But there's something to be said about pen to paper or pencil to paper to help you really unlock the truth of who you really are. Another great tool when it comes to journaling is to write out a perfect day. What is, like, when you wake up, what's perfect about that day? What are you eating? What are you wearing? What is your morning ritual? How do you walk down the street? Who are you interacting with? What's your purpose? How much money do you have? And so on and so forth. What do you do in the evening? What are you having for dinner? Who are you having dinner with? How do you wind down? How do you go to sleep? And just take yourself through a perfect 24 hours and see what you uncover about yourself. I'm telling you, if you do this thing, it is fascinating. The next tool that I use and that I recommend my clients use as well is meditation. Now, meditation for me is, sometimes I get the divine flow of energy coming through me during meditation, most times not. So what I think meditation does for me is it allows me to quiet my mind and to open myself up to divine inspiration when the time comes. It's almost like a pathway for divine intelligence to flow through me. And the last tool that I use, and I invite my private clients to use, is visualization. Now, this is kind of similar to meditation, but it's more of a guided practice where you're taken through various stages of relaxation so that you can calm your body and calm your mind. And then you can start to really craft what is this bigger vision for maybe your career, maybe your artistry, maybe for your love life, maybe for your health, maybe for your impact. It doesn't really matter, but really what visualization does is it allows your thinking mind, and your thinking mind is the mind that you are aware of. It allows the thinking mind to calm so that you can tap right into the subconscious mind and pull out and get those answers that are laying dormant inside of you, so that you can become aware of it and bring those broader, more authentic, like soul-driven desires to life. And there you have it. Those are the tools that I use for myself and that I recommend for my private clients. To review: Myers Briggs, the DISC profile, the Kolbe A Index assessment, doing the primary archetype test, human design, journaling your inner thoughts, meditation, and visualization. And I just want to remind you that these are tools. They are not necessarily the path. If it's not your thing, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. They're just tools. Like if you were going to make a dress, the path is the dress. The tools are the sewing machine, the needle, the thread, the scissors. Those are the tools, just like these tools that I'm inviting you to consider using in your life. And if you need a little bit more support to unlock or to work through your assessments, and you feel like you need a little bit more accountability, I have a few more sessions left for the remainder of the year. I call them the Blueprint sessions. They are designed to help you get in touch with the truth of who you are, to examine the limiting thoughts and beliefs that are keeping you stuck, and give you strategies and ways to move past your limiting beliefs so that you can create a path and a strategy to move forward, to live life on purpose and to live life on your terms, for more impact, for more radiance and more essence, for more abundance, more fun. Because like I said, if we're not having fun, what's the point? And if this is something that really calls to you and you know now is the time because you're tired of waiting, then I do invite you to check out the link in the show notes. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Bye.